How's it going, guys? Jay's here. In this video we'll be going through price drops. Now, single cards have been dropping over the past 10 months. So in this video we're going to take a look at what's been going on in some of these sets, how much money could be made in these different modern day Sword and Shield sets, how much is the average value of an average secret rare in that set. Then we're also going to take a look at some of the top end cards of each of the big sets and see where they price now compared to where they were when they first came out upon release. So take a seat, sit back, let's dive in. Okay, first off we're going to be taking a look at Battle Stars. Now that got released right early on at the beginning of the year. Now it was the first set where I dived right into it with the booster box. Now I was after the alt art Tyranitar, the sleeping Tyranitar, and it still is the most expensive card in that set. Now the Tyranitar, when it first came out, was around 80 or so pound on eBay. Now where does it stand right now? Right now you can get it on eBay for around 40 to 50 pound depending. Right, that's recently sold. Now the thing is, that is a massive drop, 50% roughly. That is huge. Now a lot of months have passed. Battle Stars is easy to get hold of. The packs are quite cheap actually for Battle Stars. I think probably the cheapest set to buy right now. But that does mean that the cards are dropping in value. Does that mean you don't pick it up? Do you avoid Battle Stars? In fact, no, it's the opposite. It means it is so cheap to buy right now. It's actually a really good time to pick up some Battle Stars in the hopes to open some of these really good chase cards. If you can't, then you can just go and buy it on eBay or, you know, from an online seller for around this 40 to 50 pound mark. Now, will it go back up? Absolutely. Battle Stars will run out of print, and I believe it has run out of print. So what's out there is out there. Once the market starts to dry up, the card will go the opposite direction over time, especially if you get it graded as well. That will increase the value of it if it's good, well-centered, well-quality card. That is the alt art Tyranitar and Battle Stars. Now the secret rares of Battle Stars roughly are going for around £16. Now that is the average of the value of the 20 secret rares that are in Battle Stars. That's not too bad. In all honesty, £16 is a decent value for a set that is so cheap to buy right now. Should you invest in Battle Stars? Should you pick up the Tyranitar? Yeah, I think it's a really good buy. It's very cheap, very accessible, and down the line it's kind of only going to go up. Okay, next we're going to take a look at Chillin Rain. Now Chillin Rain is a big set, huge set, big release. The supply was quite tricky to hold of and stuff like that to begin with. And the thing is with Chillin Rain, it's got a huge amount of secret rares. Huge, but they are worth money. Now they have dropped. So now we're going to take a look at each the big heavy hitters in Chillin Rain. Chillin Rain, so we have the legendary birds. Now these are the chase cards along with a couple of others. We're going to take a look at them as well. So first look at the Galarian Moltres V card. Oh wow, this card is absolutely amazing. I mean, all of the legendary birds are amazing. This card has dropped quite drastically over the past few months upon release. So when it first came out, it was running for around £120. That was upon the release. That's like a week or so after the release of Chillin Rain. Now on eBay recently sold around 50 to 60, so it's dropped at least 50% if not more. Now that is crazy. Again, should you pick it up? Should you buy it as a single card? Should you crack packs for Chillin Rain? Now the pull rates are not great, but good fun. And it's good value right now. The set is quite cheap as well. Now we're going to take a look at the Galarian Zapdos. Now again, another great legendary bird, great card. Where does it stand right now? Well, it was £80 upon release, and now it's going for around that 40 to 50 pound mark. It has dropped, not quite as much as Moltres, but still a fair amount. And get the Galarian Zapdos, do so. Then we have the Galarian Articuno V, my personal favorite card of the set, and I did open it myself. And when that card first came out, it was going for around that 60 to 70 pound mark. Now you can pick up for around 30 to 35 pounds. It has again dropped massively. All of them have. Really good value to pick up right now if you can get hold of the Articuno V. Gotta make sure though that the centering is good, as the centering on this set was a little bit kind of all over the place. To find a good well-centered one, then definitely go and pick one up. Also in Chillin Rain you have the Blaziken alt art. Now this is an incredible card. I haven't pulled one myself, but I do like the look of it, and it is worth a decent amount of money. Now it was worth 120 roughly upon release. Now it's going anywhere between 60 to 85, so the margin's quite large. Hasn't dropped as much as some of the others, mainly because harder pull rate maybe, not sure, but it is a very sought after card and it's worth a decent amount of money. You can pick one up or you can open one. You have one, keep hold of it. It is a great card in the set, even though it has dropped in value. And then we also have the Golden Snorlax. Now, this is actually one of the few cards in the set that has dropped, but nowhere near as much. So upon release, it's around 120 a week or so after release. Because right now, it's selling anywhere between 70 and 90 pounds. Yes, it has dropped, but not by much, which is actually quite surprising. So this card, is it worth getting? Yeah, it's probably one of the best cards in the set to grab right now, value-wise. So yeah, Chillin Rain's very good. The average value of the secret rares in the set are around £19. Now the set does have 35 secret rares, and more than Battle Styles. Even though it has more secret rares, the average secret rare value is more than Battle Styles. So Chillin Rain is a really good set to pick up. Again, you can find a box retail for around 110, maybe even £100 right now, and grab one, sure to do so. Okay, then we have Evolving Skies, possibly the best set of 2021 or not, some say. Now this set has got so many secret rares, I mean absolutely loads, but they are worth a ton of money. They have dropped, but not by much. The set's still quite new, supply was quite hard to get hold of. It's a bit easier now, still quite pricey, but still a bit easier. But this set is jam-packed full of really expensive cards. Right now, I would pick up some Evolving Skies. So the top card we're looking at is the Rayquaza Alt VMAX first, and when it was upon release, it was selling for roughly around £250 upon the week after release, going now for around 100 to 125. In fact, it's dropped more than 50% upon release of Evolving Skies. Now, why is that? Has it been pulled all the time? No, not really, but it was because it was so hard to get hold of upon release. It sold out so quick. Now it's getting opened and it's in the market more. Price has dropped. Now, does it mean it's not worth getting? Absolutely not. It is the chase card of the set, and it still will be moving forward. And if you can pick one up for around that £100 mark and it's well centered, good condition, then do so. It's really good. And the one other card in the set that is worth a lot in Evolving Skies, now don't forget Evolving Skies has loads, we only can take a look at a couple of them, is the Umbreon Alt Art VMAX. Now again, incredible card, the artwork is amazing. I in fact do own one myself. I did manage to get one actually in a box break. Now this card is worth still a decent amount of money. Now upon release, it was worth around £200. Now it's dropped between £85 to £100. Again, massive drop. Don't forget, when it was released, really hard to get hold of, but the supply is there now. It's now settled at a really decent value. To pick one up, do so. Card is incredible. Really amazing card. Trust me, when you have it in the flesh, it looks amazing. So if you can pick one up, definitely, it's a really good set. Now, with Evolving Skies, like I say, ton of secret rares. But what is the average value of the cards, all the secret rares? Now, Evolving Skies has 34 secret rares, a huge amount, but the average value of the secret rares in the set is £26. Now, that is a massive jump from the other two sets that we just looked at. Evolving Skies is still absolutely incredible. Pull rates seem to be really good in the set as well. So, if you can get hold of Evolving Skies or some of the big top-end cards of the set, now is the time. Okay, we're also going to take a look at some of the big heavy hitters from other sets and where they are right now in the market compared to like release and now. First off, we have the shiny Charizard VMAX from Shining Fates, the big heavy hitting card of Shining Fates. Now, this card has dropped massively, I mean massively in value since its release. Now, Shining Fates is very easy to get hold of right now. There's a ton of it out there, but kept getting reprinted. Probably one of the best sets right now, just value, just because of how cheap it is to get hold of. And there are a ton of good cards in it from all the different baby shinies and the different big full art shinies as well, but the Charizard is the top one. Upon release, it was going for around £150 to £180. Right now, you can pick one up for around £80 to £90, so it has dropped massively, and it's such a good deal right now. It is a great card. It's a Charizard. As we all know, Charizard's always popular, always hold their value, always go up over time, and it is the chase card on the set. Find a good one or open a good one, good centering, good condition, then it is a great pickup to get. Next, we have the Charizard VMAX from Darkness Ablaze. So we can take a look at the chase card in Darkness Ablaze. Now, Darkness Ablaze is a very unusual set in the fact is that the Charizard is the chase card of the set, is the most expensive card of the set, but it's dropped quite significantly. Now, why is that? Well, it got reprinted quite a few times. It is quite easy to get hold of some Darkness Ablaze right now, and with the release of Pokemon Celebrations in the ETBs and a lot of the products, you did get more Darkness Ablaze packs than you did of all the other sets. So more Darkness Ablaze was being opened. So what's been going on with the Charizard VMAX? Well, upon release, it was around that 80 to 90 pound mark. Really expensive for a VMAX, just a regular VMAX, not even like a rainbow rare, but it's Charizard. But where does it stand now? Well, right now on eBay, it is selling anywhere between 35 and 45 pounds, more than 50% drop. That is massive. Now, if you can pick one up, do so. I'm yet to do that myself, but I definitely am going to. This is a great card to get, incredible. And the conditions, the quality of the cards in other places are actually really good. You can pick up a really good condition, well-centered Charizard for a decent amount of money right now. Okay, before we get into the last set and what the cards are going with, we have one more single card to show you, and that is the Rainbow Chonkachu itself from Vivid Voltage. Where does that stand right now in the card value? And when it came out last year, coming into this year, very expensive, very expensive. I mean, it was going for around that £300. I mean, literally anywhere between like that £250, £300 mark. It was absolutely crazy. But where is it now? Where is the dust settling on that Pikachu, on that Rainbow Chonkachu? At this moment in time on eBay, recently sold as anywhere between 120 and 150. So it has dropped a lot. But the reason why the price was so high last time was because it was during the real hype, the real difficulty. Obviously, we had the pandemic, which caused the supply issues, and Vivid Voltage was hard to get hold of, and the packs jumped up massively, and it caused the Rainbow Pikachu to also go up as well. Everything's settling now. It's at a decent level. Is it worth picking up? Absolutely. Pikachu, very hard to pull. I've opened so much Vivid Voltage myself, haven't even had a slight glance of it, including of all the box breaks I've done of it as well. I haven't really seen many people pull it themselves, so it is a very hard to get, really. Did you pick it up? Absolutely. Okay, now, before we dive into the last set and what are the top single cards, what's going on in the market, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon content like this. Okay, number one, what we're getting into, what is the final set? That is Pokemon Celebrations. So it's not long come out. It is the hotness right now, Pokemon Celebrations. I know we got Fusion Strike as well, but everyone seems to be talking about Celebrations. It's all that nostalgia. Now the thing is with Celebrations, it is a great set to keep sealed, okay? Now, I've said it in previous videos, it is a great set to invest in, and it is. But the individual card prices have dropped massively. And the supply for Celebrations, very tight, very popular. And they keep bringing out more and more waves of different products. So, right now, Charizard, the biggest card, is selling for around the £100 mark. Now, when it came out in Celebrations, the first week or so, it was around that £150, £200. It was quite high. It has now dropped down to 100. Seems to stabilize around £100. Pretty good. But then the rest of the cards in the set, not so much. If you look at some of the other cards that are big, like you take the Blastoise or the Venusaur, I've been seeing some of these sold on Facebook sites for around £10 each. Now that's not a lot for a Blastoise or a Venusaur of like the base set artwork of that reprint. It's incredible cards, they're really great. But unfortunately, they're just not worth a lot of money. Now, the Umbreon, the Black Star one, is worth a decent amount of money, still around that £40 mark. I've seen some sold for maybe 35. Again, that's dropped a fair amount, down from that 60, 70 upon release. And then we have the Shiny Mew, again, upon release, I've seen it going anywhere between 80, in some cases even 100 on the first week. And now, you can pick one up for around, I've seen 45 are the cheapest, around that, I would say, £55 mark. So they have dropped in price, and I expect them to drop down even more. Right now, keeping Celebrations sealed. If you do have some or want to get some for like a financial standpoint, then keep them sealed. If you want to crack packs and you want the cards yourselves, like I do, because they're absolutely amazing, then do so. In fact, if there's some you're missing, you might be better off just buying the cards individually for your collection. So there you have it, guys. That is the price drops, what's been going on in the Pokemon single card market right now. Like I say, make sure to give this video a like, subscribe for more Pokemon content. Catch you all in the next video. Later.